Well, hello there, Peach here. And another thing that makes me go, So what you're looking at here is the CDC and FDA. They keep saying about how transparent they want to be. So here's something from the FDA, and I've highlighted what they say down here. This is from November 30th, 2020. It says, we remain committed to keeping the public informed about the evaluation of the data of a potential COVID-19 vaccine so that once available, the public and the medical community can have trust and confidence in receiving the vaccine for our families and ourselves. Okay, so then we go to September 22nd, 2021. We continue to evaluate the rapidly changing science and keep the public informed. Okay, so they still want to be transparent. And then the boosters, this is about the boosters. So a bunch of doctors and scientists said, okay, FDA, you keep talking about transparency, so let's see the data. What you used to approve the boosters. And they didn't get any answers. So scientists sued them for the lack of the data. They did the Freedom of Information Act. And here is the lawsuit. And it just says, come on, just show us. So the FDA replied with this. The agency has determined that there were a total of 329,000 pages that needed to be reviewed in order to fulfill the plaintiff's Freedom of Information Act request, and proposed that they would be able to process and produce non-exempt portions of responsive records at the rate of 500 pages per month. So what they're saying is they can write 329,000 pages in a matter of months and review them in even less time for an approval, but it takes 55 years to review them. Alrighty then. So then the same group of doctors and lawyers from Texas filed another lawsuit. This one actually had some teeth, more teeth from the last one. I said, no, just give us all the pages because that's what you're supposed to do, and you claim this transparency, so just do it. So then the FDA recently asked a federal judge to grant them until the year 2076 to fully comply with the lawsuit and the Freedom of Information Act. Oh boy. So why do you think they want 55 years? Well, none of the people on the board that approved this are under 40. So 55 years from now, chances are they'll all be dead and can't be prosecuted. That's my theory. If there's nothing to hide and you really want to be transparent, you just say, okay, here you go. 300,000 pages, knock yourself out. But no. And so if the FDA is really using over 300,000 pages to make their decisions on how safe a vaccine is, then they must be pretty sure before they approve it, right? Because they wouldn't want the general population to be the test subjects. All that stuff, all the testing would have been done before they would release it on the general population. But apparently that's not actually the case, because here's a guy who is on the FDA panel, and here's what he has to say.
We're never going to learn about how safe the vaccine is unless we start giving it. That's just the way it goes.
That's interesting, don't you think? In case you missed it, just because this is so hard to grasp, here he is again.
We're never going to learn about how safe the vaccine is unless we start giving it. We're never going to learn about how safe the vaccine is unless we start giving it. That's just the way it goes.
Good Lord. Definitely one of those things that makes me go,
And that's all I have to say about that.